Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're gonna be making some delicious pumpkin pie spice flackers, flax seed crackers. These are perfect for the holidays, all time of year actually, because you're gonna have some dips, and you're gonna need something to dip into that dip to get it into your mouth. And these are the perfect option. You can serve this with some sweet cream cheese dip if you're like hosting a party or you wanna bring a fun keto appetizer. This is a great option. It's a super simple recipe. I'm gonna show you exactly how to make it right now. First we're gonna do is we're gonna get a bowl, and we have our oven preheating to 400 degrees. That's crucial, so get that going. And in the bowl, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of flax meal, 1 nice tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice, and then 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. And you can play with the ratios however you want if you find that like you're not getting enough pumpkin pie flavor. So now we're just gonna give this a quick mix. And to get that flaxseed meal, what we did was we just used our whole flax seeds and ground it in a coffee grinder, so then it just pulsed up and became a powder. We're also gonna be adding 3/4 cup whole flax seeds and 2 ounces of pumpkin seeds. Those are delicious. So having both the whole flax seeds and then the ground meal gives it really nice texture. So it's like the perfect cracker. So now all that's left to do is add our water and let this soak. So we're gonna add 3/4 cup of water. So we're gonna add 3/4 cup of water. Give that a mix. And then we're just gonna let this soak for 15 minutes, and then it should be a dough that we can just flatten out onto a baking sheet. We are back, and as you can see, the water has been fully absorbed and it's all come together. So now we're just gonna pour this all out onto a lined baking sheet. And you can smell the pumpkin pie spice, it's so good. And now we're just gonna flatten it out into one layer. You could probably also put a piece of parchment paper on top and roll it out with like a rolling pin if you have that. All right guys, this is a behind the scenes shot. Some of you ask, it's not too extravagant of a setup, but we have some lights and our IKEA island. That's what does most of the work. All right, so it's looking pretty thin. It's probably a 1/4 inch thick, and I spread it out as thin as possible. And just to bring out all the other flavors, we are gonna top this with some grain salt we have here. You can use any salt you have at home. Pink works great as well. And make sure when you do flatten it out, it stays all intact, because then we're gonna break this up into crackers. So you don't want like little spaces. We have our oven going to 400 degrees, and we're gonna pop this in 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how thick you make yours. We'll check on in at 20 minutes and see how they're looking. All right guys, we are back, and it was 20 minutes in the oven, so 20 to 25 is gonna be perfect. And then we also allowed this to cool for about 15 minutes. So I can pick it up. This is one big cracker, so if you wanna serve it like this, go for it. So you can cut these and make them really pretty if you wanna serve them, or you can just be savage like me and break it by hand. So let's, ooh, they're perfect. That's a cracker. That's a cracker. So they don't have to be perfect. You can have your kids get involved. I always want the kids involved for some reason. Just like little baby hands are perfect, but I'm gonna try these now. They smell so good. I'm not generally a fan of flackers, but the pumpkin seed really mixes it up. And then the cinnamon and the pumpkin pie spice adds great flavor. So make these at home. You can even add a couple drops of stevia if you want to make them sweet. That would probably be the route I go next time. But make these, serve them with some dip, bring them to your friends, or just store them in a bag and have them all week for work. The recipe is linked below, telling you exactly how to make these step by step. So when you do make these, tag us on Instagram. Thanks for joining me.